What do we got here? It's your boy Primo, back at it again with another live. Talk about this Seattle Seahawks, baby. We're gonna go 15-0 next year. Not, it's like I don't really know, but I don't think we are at all. I think some people are really tripping and shit. But let's get into it, man. Dekaylin finally traded. I didn't think it would happen today. I thought it would most likely would happen tomorrow. But nonetheless, man, that boy Dekaylin is traded. And how I feel about it, I think it's dope. To be honest with you. I think it's dope. I think it was time to move on from Dekaylin. And at the same time, this guy is he was a beast for us at times, but most of the times this dude couldn't keep his emotions in check. You know what I'm saying? This dude's a very emotional wide receiver. DBs tend to get in his head a lot when he doesn't get his way, and but there was time for us when he was just fucking dope. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna just sit here and just rat on a dude all day and shit like that. You know what I mean? But DK, man, officially gone from the Seattle Seahawks. Man, it's rebuilding season, to be honest with you, man. I don't expect nothing else from this shit. I don't expect nothing else. What up, bro? What's up? My boy Ready Red was cracking. Yeah, I never really expect nothing much from this shit, to be honest with you. I didn't think we were gonna get a first round for him, but a second round, I'm down with that. The second round, you just gotta find the gold in the second round, the later rounds. You know what I mean? This is not particularly a wide receiver drop, but there are some receivers coming out of that are pretty dope that I actually like. The dude from Arizona. I can't say his name. He's like McMillan. I can't remember. I'm butchering the fuck out of his name. But and then Z, what up? What's cracking? But at the same time, man, like I said, man, I thought it was time to move on from DK, and yeah, you guys asked for another emotional. Hey, wait, hold up. Didn't he want to go somewhere warm? And that motherfucking Pittsburgh is so fucking cold, boy. That shit is cold. That's fucking colder than fucking Seattle. And then he wants to talk about he wants to go somewhere warm. I'm telling you, man. But like I said, man, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's a dope run blocker. But he's athletically a dope receiver, but at the same time, he's a very emotional wide fucking receiver. And at that, man, you guys are going to pay him $150 million. I don't know I think for 5 years. He's 27. He's got all that in him. I do believe that. But that boy don't get a chance, man. There's going to be some hell, man. I'm going to tell you what about these Seattle Stars, man, when they leave Seattle. Not just from a football standpoint, but I'm talking all sports. It started off when Sean Kemp wanted out. He went to Cleveland, didn't really become the player that he wanted to. And then, obviously, Ken Griffey Jr. got traded to the Cincinnati Reds. He was good for 1 year, and that was it. I mean, he couldn't keep his he was injury prone. And then you've seen last year with a couple of years ago with Russell Wilson, dude wasn't the same quarterback. Denver thought that we're going to get this dope ass quarterback like Seattle had, but once he wanted it out, man, it was just like, man, dude, I didn't know what happened to him. I think he was just more of a systematic quarterback with us, and just went out potential. And hey, he wanted everything. He wanted everything, especially like player. He wanted to coach what's his name? Denver's head coach. I can't really think of his name right now. It's on top of my head. But I got so much shit going on. So much phone calls right now and texts and shit like that, and where I feel like shit. But yeah, it's time to move on, man. And it's time to move on, and it's JSN time, man. It's for his time for him. He's only 23 years old. It's time for him to be that dude now. I do think we'll draft a wide receiver in this draft. Maybe we'll even sign a wide receiver in this coming up free agency Monday. But I'm not expecting my team to go all out this year. To be honest with you, man, I'm really not. I do like some of the signings that we did just sign. We signed that boy Ernest Jones, who was an absolute beast for us as a linebacker. Jaron Reed was signed, and yeah, man, Gino wanted out. We saved a bunch of fucking money doing that. I mean, we just got to get the quarterback here, and I don't really know who's going to be Sam Darnold or fucking Aaron Rodgers. I don't really care at the end of the day, because they're not. Any of those quarterbacks ain't going to take us to the fucking promised land. I bet you. We can't even get our fucking offensive line to save our life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, he's in the AFC. He's their problem now. But if he can keep his emotions in check, and you know what I'm saying, I think he'll be all right. But if he can't do that, man, that dude's a hothead, bro. He's willing to retaliate on every play, holds on, holding, and he's very fast too. At the same time, he's very fast for his size. He's a beast. I'm not going to just sit here and just rant on him all day. Like I said earlier, I think the Pittsburgh is getting a good wide receiver if he holds his emotions in check. And yeah, man. At the same time, man, but it's time for us to move on, man. There's a couple wide receivers I like coming out the draft. I like the dude at Missouri. I know his draft stock went down a little bit because they didn't have a good quarterback in that system this last year for playing for Missouri. I think that's Luther Brundon. I think he's a fast, dope-ass receiver, or even a dude out of fucking Ohio State, Jabuka. I can't say his name. I don't know why I can't say his name, but he's actually from Seattle. So, but I think he'll be way gone before number 18, man. But we need to fix this offensive line. I don't care what quarterback comes here, man, because we need to fix it for the future. I've been told that we're going to be drafting Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss, or fucking Quinn Ewers out of fucking Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care. I think Quinn Ewers can be good. He's a 4-year starter for them. And maybe he's not the top of the list, but I don't know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? We haven't drafted a quarterback since Alex Magoo. If anybody knows who that name is, man, I think it was at the 2017-2018 draft. And before that, the last person that we drafted before that was Russell Wilson. The last quarterback before that we drafted was fucking Seneca Wallace. The last quarterback we drafted before him was Rick Meyer. So I don't know what it is with the Seattle Seahawks, man. They don't like drafting quarterbacks, and they don't like to develop quarterbacks. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not a John Schneider thing. It definitely wasn't a Tim Ruskell thing, and I don't know. We just got these bum-ass quarterbacks like Matt Hasselbeck, which Matt Hasselbeck wasn't that bad for us, but we had an offensive line, and he had all fucking day with those wide receivers. But if we didn't have that offensive line, oh man, oh boy. But I don't know. TK, he's gonna ride with Wilson all day, man. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's TK wanted to go to, but he said he wanted to go somewhere warm. I'm like, damn boy, man, fucking Pittsburgh's cold as shit, boy. But at the same time, and Pittsburgh fans, man, I hope he does good for you guys. Honestly, I hope he does, man. I wish nothing but the best, but if we don't, you're paying $150 million for that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? So last year he averaged 800 yards receiving, and we got rid of fucking Geno Smith. Tyler Lockett was released. That's my boy, but it's time to move on, man. It's time to move on, man. It's rebuilding time. I don't expect nothing big to happen this season besides rebuild for next season or the seasons ahead of that, because we need to fucking move on, man. It's time to move on, man. I think if John Schneider doesn't get his head out of his ass, man, he's definitely on the hot seat. What's up, Amanda? How you doing, Amanda? So, congratulations, Steelers fans. Thank you for the second pick. Thank you, the Raiders, for the third pick. In the third round, I think it was. That third round has been beautiful for us. But, yeah. It is what it is, man. And, yeah. It's your boy Primo, and I'm out. Peace.